please unmute, start your videos. Stanfield and Watt. I see Mr. Stanfield, Miss Watt, Miss Agnes Watt. Please unmute yourself and start your video. Thank you. 23 on the docket, calls 1423635. Confirmation mod. Please raise your right hands. You do solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
Ma'am. Can you hear me, Miss Watt?
I can. Can you
Okay.
hear me?
Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm just going to ask that you speak loudly for myself and my court reporter. You both can put your hands down. Sir, please state your first and last name.
Ronnie Stanfield.
And ma'am, your first and last name.
Agnes Watt.
And counsel for the state.
Joyce Watchku for the Office of the Attorney General.
Okay, and counsel, this is a hearing as well. And how much time are you requesting?
I'll request 15 minutes, but I do need to get service for Ms. Watt.
All right, 15 minutes it is. You may proceed.
Thank you. I will call Agnes Watt. Ma'am, did you receive a copy of the state's petition via email this morning?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
And were you ready to proceed with getting an order today?
Yes, I am ready to proceed.
Okay, I'll pass the witness, ask the court to reflect service on Ms. Watts, and that she is ready to proceed.
Let the record reflect she has been served and ready to proceed. You may proceed, counsel.
Thank you. Okay, I will recall Agnes Watt. Ma'am, do you understand that this is a petition to confirm arrears and modify support?
Yes, I do know why we're here.
Okay. Now, it is showing that as of July 18, 2024, child support arrears in the amount of $13,175.81. Do you agree that that amount is correct?
I agree. I disagree. I think it's more than that because Mr. Stanfield has not obligated to any of his obligations as far as even
okay, so you're disagreeing with the amount?
Yes,
do you understand
yes.
that that's the amount that the state is showing currently?
Yes.
Okay. Now, has there ever been a time during this that Mr. Stanfield has had possession of the child?
He has possession of the child right now, but it's not lawfully.
How long has he had possession of the child, Ms. Watts?
I'm not sure, but I know that my sister had possession of the child, and somehow my child ended up with Mr. Stanfield. I have full custody of the child, as said so in Judge Diaz's court at the Georgia Allen Building, 330th Court.
Hey, ma'am, you mentioned
custody.
your sister had possession of the child?
My sister had possession of the child because I went to the hospital and I was there for 8 days. And at the end of that 8 days, my child had been taken out of Harris County.
And what month and year was this, ma'am?
That was in November of 2023. I have not seen or heard from my child since then, or do I know her whereabouts right now. Supposedly, she's supposed to be with her father, but I don't know that for sure. I don't know where he lives. I don't know where she goes to school or if she's in school. I know nothing.
Okay. So, Ms. Watt, the child has not been in your possession since November of 2023 till today, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
I don't know where she is.
Okay. Now, do you understand that if Mr. Stanfield is given possession credit, the state would propose possession credit in the amount of $1,693.53, bringing the child support arrears judgment to $11,482.28?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Okay. And based on that, the state would propose that Mr. Stanfield will start paying that back at $150 a month beginning August 1st of 2024. Do you understand?
Yes, I do understand.
The state shows that as of July 18, 2024, Medical support arrears is $3,998.13. Do you agree with that amount, or are you disputing that amount?
I agree with that amount.
Okay, the state is proposing that Mr. Stanfield will start paying that back at $30 a month beginning August 1st of 2024. Would you be in agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And are you in agreement that dental support judgment as of July 18, 2024 is $0?
I disagree.
Okay. How much are you saying should be the dental arrears?
The dental arrears should be at least about $25 a month, seeing as Miss Stanfield, my daughter, she needs braces. And I haven't even been able to get that started because
one second. How old is she?
She's 13 years old. She has to wait till she's about this age to get them done.
Okay, so I'm gonna have some more questions for you in a little bit. Go ahead, State.
Okay, thank you. Ma'am, do you understand that there has never been a dental support order, and therefore there's $0 owed in dental support arrears?
Probably because it has not been.
Do you understand that there was no order for dental support? Hence why
$0.
I
don't understand. I don't understand why when she has dental support through Medicaid.
So moving forward, but currently the child is not in your possession, correct?
The child is not in my possession lawfully.
Okay, but by court order, you are the primary parent, correct?
I am. I have full custody, yes.
Okay. Currently, I believe you already mentioned that the child was on government insurance. Are they still on government insurance for their health and dental?
I'm not sure. I believe so. On my end, I know she's still on Medicaid. On my end, I'm not sure what he has applied for. But for me, in the 13 years that I've had her, she's been on Medicaid.
Okay.
I have a few questions for clarity. What year did your daughter was living with your sister? Wait, let me just back up. What county are you in right now?
I'm in Harris County. Well, no, I'm in Montgomery County right now.
Okay.
My home.
You live in Montgomery County, ma'am?
I'm in a hotel in Montgomery County, and I really don't want to disclose where I'm at because he is
I'm not asking you your physical location. Just listen to the questions, okay?
Okay.
You're in Montgomery County, but you actually live in Harris County?
Incorrect, ma'am. I have nowhere to live right now because I'm in Montgomery County because my home was destroyed in Harris County. So, and they asked me to move out of that home. So therefore, I'm in a hotel right now in Montgomery County.
Got it. How long have you been in Harris County before moving in the hotel to Montgomery County?
6 years.
6 years.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you're stating that the child was living or went to stay with your sister while you were in the hospital. Did I hear that correctly?
No, ma'am. My child was living and staying with me, and I ended up going to the hospital. So, and it was abruptly going to the hospital. So the officers asked my 12-year-old daughter at the time where she wanted to go. I didn't know that any of this was going on.
Okay, so Ms. Watt, just listen to my question. That's exactly what I said.
Okay.
All right. Listen. So your daughter goes to live with your sister while you go to the hospital, correct?
No, incorrect, because she didn't go to live there. She just went over there while I was in the hospital, and I got out 8 days later. Oh my goodness,
Ms. Watt, it's the same thing. Please listen to the question. So she went to stay over there while you were in the hospital, although you don't think that's living with her while you're in the hospital.
Correct.
Okay.
And it was at my house.
What year did that happen?
That was in 2023. That was the last time I seen my daughter.
That was in November 2023. Where was that at? Where did she go? And when she was staying with
Harris County.
Harris County. Okay. And since then, you haven't talked to your daughter, correct?
Since then, my sister transferred my daughter to her father, unbeknownst to me,
Got it. I understand that. But since then, you haven't talked to your daughter.
No,
Okay, now, 1 second. Mr. Stanfield, were you aware at all in November of 2023 that mother and child lived in Harris County or Montgomery County?
Yes, ma'am, Harris County.
Okay,
Well, as I
and
know.
were you aware that they had been there 6 years?
I didn't know how long they've been there, ma'am.
Were you aware that they were there longer than 6 months?
Yeah, in Harris County, yes, ma'am.
All right. Ms. Wanchaku, is this case proper here? The child and mother don't live in this county, and case should probably not be heard in this county?
Your Honor, this is proper because this is the order was from Dallas County, and this is the order from 2014. So there hasn't been any changes.
It has been a change. They both are acknowledging that the child technically was residing with the mother and had been there for 6 years.
I understand that.
Right, I understand. Put your hand down. I'm talking to the state right now. Just put your hand.
I understand that, Your Honor, but the order that is in place is from Dallas County, and the order is still within this jurisdiction. So this is the proper.
Do you understand that the order transfers will wherever the child is?
Until it gets transferred officially, it is still Dallas County still has jurisdiction unless it gets transferred, and it has not been transferred.
Although it hasn't been transferred, it could be not proper for me to hear if the child and the mother no longer reside in Dallas County. She has testimony that's why I was following up, that she wasn't residing there. That's why you would be filing a transfer, because Dallas County would no longer have jurisdiction to hear the case.
I think it's still proper for Dallas County to hear the pleadings that's before the court. However, if the court is requesting that this case be transferred, then we will proceed as the court requests.
It's not what the court is requesting. I'm going to ask that you take a recess and someone talk to your MAG about that. Okay?
Your Honor, before you proceed, if the child is currently in the possession of the father, the child is in Dallas County with Mr. Stanfield. So we're
unlawful.
And we haven't.
And she's alleging unlawfully in his possession. But we can get testimony.
I have ordered
testimony from Mr. Stanfield. I put you on silent, Miss Watt. Please don't interrupt. I have some questions for Mr. Stanfield. That's what I wanted to know. Mr. Stanfield, do you have an order granting you custody of the child?
I have CPS gave me temporary custody of the child, and
what county?
1220 Dallas County. Dallas County.
When?
12/20/23.
There we go. Okay. So Dallas County has given you there we go. Okay. Now, and that was out the 3/30th?
Yes, it's the 12/20/23.
Okay.
He don't have that, ma'am. He don't have that. That's a fact.
I have the
I'm not
right here.
going to mute you again, Miss Watt. I'm going to look on the system and look for it. Okay. Yes. And if I see it from Dallas County, then it's so. That's what he's saying, and I'm going to look for it. Ms. Wanchaku, has your office already located the order from February the 20th, 23 in Dallas County?
I'm not sure. I'll confirm.
Well, that's very pivotal to the whole case. Because if he has custody and Dallas County granted it, that's a very important part of the case. Let's see. Everything I kept seeing was 2016. I see CPS involvement, but I didn't see anything from 2023. So let's look and see what we see.
And I just sent the paperwork to one of your people. They asked me to send it.
So what I'm going to do, we'll take a recess on it, The
Yes,
agent's office needs to locate that, and they need to make sure that
There is no order. It's just a CPS document. So it's not an official order from a court as of yet. So it was the CPS document that was provided. We couldn't locate any court order.
yeah, I don't see a court order. That's exactly what I do not see a court order. I see lots of CPS service plans. I do not see where a judge has signed an order from 2023.
This is the first time I went in front of the
Ms.
judge.
Watt, last time. I'm not going to say it again. Do not unmute yourself. Do not unmute yourself. I do not see an order, Mr. Stanfield, from 2023.
Well, this is the first time that I have went in front of the judge. This first time in the 9 months that I have been having.
My question was, did you have an order?
No, the lady just provided this with me and told me that's how I can get her in school. So that's what I did.
Okay. As I stated, Ms. Wanchiku, I'm going to take a recess on your case. I ask that you ask your managing attorney regarding what perhaps is your best if you're requesting to move forward, and to provide that information that mother and child were in Harris County. Father may have possession now, and y'all can kind of flesh that out more before coming back to me if you're requesting to proceed today. Okay? So
Okay, Your Honor.
Like Ms. Watt and Mr. Stanfield, put yourself on mute, stop your video. They're going to have you to rejoin breakout rooms and probably discuss it a little further. What's your next case?